Hey guys, and welcome to my next livecom. So today I'm going to be taking on Mithril Dragons, and I'm going to be discussing the free-to-play part of the game, and basically just in general, like what could be improved, what I thought of it when I first was there, etc, etc. And that was the top comment at the time. However, it didn't have as many thumbs up as another comment, which was to do next and discuss the trimmed completion escape requirements. Now, I haven't had like time to sort out a team to go to next. Now, I think I'm gonna do a trio or a duo next week and discuss the trimmed completion escape requirements. But still, do post these suggestions for what boss and topic I should discuss. Even though I will be doing that next week, it'll be taken into account for the week after. So my setup for Mithril Dragons, I've just got full Torva on, and I'm gonna just pray Mage, so that I've obviously got super anti-fires, and then I'll only be taking damage from the melee and the range. However, I've got Torva, which should be massive defense against that. So I'm in pretty much max gear now. Obviously it's faster at Storm of Armadillo, but it's less interesting. And I've obviously just got a unicorn for healing. So let's go! I know it's Fairy Ring, Blowjob Queen, or BJQ is the way to go, you know? Perfect code, because it's impossible to forget if you remember that little Blowjob Queen rhyme thing. Come on. Now, I've actually had two default helms off. Whoa, sorry about that. Just let one slip there, didn't I? So, I've actually had two Dragon Full Helms before, and one was from a drop. Oh, I better drink anti-fire now, man. Oh, was that lag there? It just pot up. And yeah, so I've had one as a drop and one from the bones, because the Mithril Dragons drop like some bones called chewed bones, and basically the chewed bones, if you go to a pyre ship and use them, you will have a chance at why am I trying to you know, whatever, I'm going stupid here. Curiosity spec. They drop chewed bones, which have a, if you go and send them away on a pyre ship, you get some reward. Now the rewards are generally always crap rewards, like honestly awful. None of them are good apart from the Dragon Full Helm. And the other thing they give you as a reward is extra XP when burying bones, so that's kind of useful. But in general they're crap. But the deep full helmets, I think, is a lot more common from the chewed bones from a Mithril Dragon. I hear a lot more people getting them as a drop, rather than from the bones, rather than from a Mithril Dragon. And I know for a fact they're incredibly rare, and I think they're rarer than a Visage. And you can see by the price of the Dragon Full Helm, I think it's, well, it was 50 mil not so long ago. I imagine it's still like 50 mil now, and not far off that anyway. Let's pick up this Rune Battle Axe. It's worth some decent money. I'm going to run over here because there's more to melee. If I do these two, they're too far apart to run between. It's going to be inefficient. Gotta kill them efficiently, otherwise I'll be letting everyone down. Like, Mithril Dragons, I think, is actually my next Slayer guide, so I will be doing that, I think, on Saturday, and I'll be showing many setups, because they're a lot harder to kill if you're in just bandos. They will hit you quite hard if you're just praying mage, but it's generally it's easy to do. You just have a few food with you, and you should be fine with a unicorn. They're a really nice thing to kill, to be fair. If you haven't got anything to do, this is a nice thing to just go and kill them, because they are high level. You obviously do have a chance at a Dragon Full Helm, and they are decent effigies, being level 304. And you could even get a Visage, which is, like, I know getting a Visage isn't that great, because they're only 5 mil or something like that, and you might not get rich from it anymore, but the fact is, it's just such a rare drop. It feels good to get one. Like, I know when I've had two Visages, both from Steel Dragons, and if you didn't know, I actually mage Steel Dragons and Iron Dragons all the way to 99 mage, and I was using like a low spell. I'm not sure which, it might have been fire bolt at first, and I was using them bolt gloves that increase your damage to pretty much a blast. So I was pretty newbie, but it made profit because I got all the load of D legs and D skirts and stuff. It was really newbie, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. It took it took a couple of weeks. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a long time, because it's not the fastest mage XP per hour, but it was half decent, and I got 2 Visages out of it. And Visages were like 30 mil back then, so it wasn't a bad profit, but to 99 mage. And back then, that was when, like, I would be more self-sufficient and get money myself, like doing just profit off everything I do, rather than, like, now you go, I'm going to do Herblore by making overloads and then make the money back later in a faster method, which is more efficient. And I don't like that sort of thing. I think it should be better. I think skills should be more profitable for doing them profitable way, and be better XP per hour than, or better GP per hour than doing other things, possibly. I don't agree with some things. That's a whole other discussion. Blood runes, I don't know how many, I didn't know how many they dropped. Most of the times when I do these, I pick up like nothing, unless I get a dragon full helm, obviously, or chewed bones. But whoa, just dying. But I always pick up the charms here, the crimsons and the blues anyway, because they drop 4 at a time, which is pretty epic. I'm not gonna lie. They can add up to quite a few blue charms and crimson charms per hour, which is pretty awesome. And I take Karasi over D-Claws because I swear every time I D-Claw spec these things, it's a 0 every time. Because they obviously got high melee defense, so it's quite easy to hit a 0, but with Karasi you're pretty much guaranteed a hit. So that's why I like using it so much. And generally it's pretty high, especially on Slayer when you got the 15% boost, you just absolutely wreck. And if you didn't actually know, Slayer Helmet, how it gives a 15% boost, does not boost your specs. And the only spec in the game that it boosts is the Karasi. For no apparent reason, I have no idea why, but it does not boost claws or AGS or anything like that. I have no idea why, and I only recently found this out. I know it's on RuneWiki, and not the official one, and it tells you on there. It's pretty crazy, not gonna lie. I didn't know that at all. But I saw a post on the HLF about it, which said the Karasi spec does work. It's quite interesting. So anyway, to get on to the main discussion of this video, is about the free-to-play game. So first off, I'm going to start with my experience of it, and I started in January 2007, for those who didn't know, which is quite recently. I'm not going to lie. I mean, the game's been out since many more years before that, and many players that have got Completion Escape will have played longer than that. And so I guess I'm quite new, really, for a guy who's got Comp Cape. Not many have started after and got Comp Cape already. So I guess I've been pretty efficient, not gonna lie. But I think it's 27 every time then, if I just got 27 twice in a row. Either that or pure coincidence. So I started in 2007, and back then the game was quite popular. It was in its prime, I'd say. There was tons of people around. I mean, there was lots of lower levels, lots of noobs. The game was really growing rapidly. I mean, all my friends in real life played, and they all begged me to play in things. That's how I guess I started. So, did I pot already? Yeah, I did. And back then, it was obviously, free-to-play was packed. You would log in to Lumbridge, and there'd be about 100 people there, just talking, just typing stuff. And there might have been quite a few noobs just saying, "Press free to be my GF," but it was all pretty fun. I mean, it was just great. I mean, the fact that it was so packed, everyone talking to each other. I mean, there was no grand exchange. If you went to a bank, there'd be loads of people just standing there trading stuff. If you went to Varrock, it'd be absolutely packed with people trading stuff. And it was great. I loved the game back then. If you went to Varrock and it was just east of Varrock, West Bank, there'd be loads of people selling stuff in free to play. And then in members, it was World 2 Falador. But to stick to free to play, I mean, it was great. There's obviously loads of free to play quests, which if I put this on, yeah, is it on free? It says it's on free members. That's clearly showing difficulty, not going to lie. Free members. There we go. So you can see the free quests here. Wow, I swear there was less than that. Myths of the White. I think a lot of these are new. Are they new? Well, I know Gunnar's Ground is the there was a quest called Romeo and Juliet, if you didn't know, and that got replaced with Gunnar's Ground there. And then Myths of the White Lands. What is that quest? I can't even remember that. Oh my god, I'm clueless. Swept Away, I'm not sure what that is either. View quest overview. Come on. Quest overview. Come on, show me. Sad. Oh well, I don't know, but there's quite a few free quests, and that was the main goal of what I did when I started. I went through and completed all the free quests as fast as I can. I remember doing Dragon Slayer, and you have to have a plank in Dragon Slayer, is one of the items you need, and I had no idea where to get a plank, and no one in free to play knew how to get a plank, and we always assumed you had to get one off a member, by getting in touch with a member and asking them if you can buy a plank, and no, I think the only plank is a spawn in the wilderness now. I think I found that out. There is a spawn somewhere in the free to play wilderness of a plank, and you need obviously to go and get that, but I don't think many people knew back then that you could go and get that. And I remember I actually become a member. That's when I become a member, and I finished the Dragon Slayer quest. Because I just got a plank myself then when I was in members, it was easy to get. So I guess free to play, I really enjoyed free to play, I guess. I become a member eventually because I always thought, Oh, member sounds awesome. I mean, I'm gonna like you got the shops around RuneScape that sell armor, and I always wanted black armor because that was like the levels I had. And I wanted black armor so bad, and I was trying to get black armor, and I was going around every single armor shop in RuneScape, and none of them had black. They all just missed black out and went to Mithril if they had any stuff over steel. I was like, what the hell, Jagex? Where's your black? And I was like, you know, when you go up to Northwest of Falador and there's that little gate that goes to the members world, and like, I just like imagined over there's going to be shit tons of armor shops selling black armor, etc., etc. And I was so disappointed when I became a member. But when I did first become a member, it was like full of level 80s and stuff everywhere. I mean, 80s is incredibly low nowadays if you think about it. Much below average, but back then that was, I'd say it was about average. Every member you'd see would be about 80. And that was, like, considering I was like level 16 or 20 or something, that was incredibly high. But to go back to free-to-play, I mean, I kind of enjoyed it. I mean, the fact that it was so packed. There wasn't too many bots back then. Well, I didn't really notice them, and I'm not sure many people did at all. And it was just enjoyable. I mean, nowadays is the problem. I mean, back then, members wasn't as advanced as it is now. And nowadays, members are so much more advanced than free-to-play. I think the free-to-play is a false representation of the game. Free-to-play used to be a game in itself, but now I think it's become more of a demo. And that's the problem with free-to-play. I mean, the way they need to get members is not by doing these cool offers they do. Buy members and get a katana! Woot! No one wants a katana. You might get a few members buying member cards to get a katana because they want to look cool. That is it. None of the free-to-play players are going to become members just for that katana. Now, I'm sure there might have been a few, but that's not the way to do it. And I doubt they'll become a member again after that 3-month card runs out. I mean, that's quite a lot of... I so clicked them blue charms, Jagex. I definitely clicked them. Don't even lie. But I think I'm forgetting a spec, aren't I? Go on. Not bad, not bad. Wasn't good either. Looks like I'm not even going to use my brews. Torfa just owns these so hard. I mean, this is one of the few places Torfa is worth it. Because I mean, dragons, the other dragons as well, steel dragons. Because most of the time you don't need the extra defense of Torva. Because Bandos is the same strength bonus, so it's not going to speed you up killing. But Torva is going to make this a lot easier because I don't take much damage. Anyway, yeah. So I was really... Back in the day, free-to-play was really positive to me, but now it's lacking. I mean, the free-to-play game has hardly changed. Apart from the tutorial, which I guess is kind of free-to-play, but the tutorial they seem to change like every fucking 2 seconds, and to me, the old tutorial was way, way better, and I still believe that. I don't see why they just don't let you... I don't know. I wish they brought Tutorial Island back. They could do Tutorial Island again and improve it. That's to me what they should do, not this stupid task system. Because my problem is that when you become a free-to-play player, as soon as you become free-to-play, you're bombarded with absolute spam of do this, do that. And if you go into combat and get low HP, it starts spamming you, so you're gonna die. And this is the problem. Players get babied nowadays. In the past, you had to figure things out for yourself, and I preferred that because it's like adventurous, and I mean, you enjoyed finding things out for yourself. But now you just get told, do this, do that, do this, do that. Do this task, do this task, do this task, do this task. You know what I mean? Do this task, do this task. See, is it getting annoying yet? That's what the free-to-play players go through, and the first sign up, that is what they go through. And, I mean, maybe they don't want to go and do them tasks. I know you can turn it off, but a new player might not realise that you can just go in the settings and turn that off. And it's very annoying, it puts players off. And the way they need to get members is make free-to-play better. And it's not exactly hard, they just need to improve it dramatically. Add a few more quests. I mean, they do the odd free-to-play quest, but it's very, very rare. Just improve, like, they have improved quests, like they've removed Romeo and Juliet and added that. But to me, I didn't even see there was a problem with Romeo and Juliet, to be honest. I don't know why they replaced it. It didn't seem outdated to me. I kind of enjoyed that quest. But it's just, I think Jaggers don't want to spend too much money updating the free-to-play game. But if you go to free-to-play now, it's desolate. I mean, you know, at Lumbridge where I mentioned there was loads of people standing just chatting and messing around, all level like 10s and under, all noobs, but it was fun because you got to chat with people, and it's just it was a fun environment. And the community was so, like, not to say the community is bad now, but it's just, I don't know, there was more people. People talk to each other more. And nowadays it's a lot less, I say. Because there's just a lack of noobs, is like what I'm saying. There's very, very few new players compared to how much there was in the past. And obviously that's what Giants are worried about. Because nowadays you've got all members, like everyone that's playing the game is generally been playing for quite a while. There's very few people that'll have just signed up a couple of weeks ago. Like, I know when I signed up, everyone around me had just signed up. If you go to free to play now, it is half empty. There's very few people. The only place you'll generally see a lot of people is the Grand Exchange, and it needs to be helped. They need to attract more players to the game, and the problem is that people are scared to talk about RuneScape in real life. People are scared that people look down on them for playing RuneScape, because generally the outside view of RuneScape, if you don't play it, is RuneScape's terrible graphics and is awful because Jagex are shit. That is pretty much the outside view. And people are scared to talk about it because they'll be, oh, you play RuneScape. But back in the day, when RuneScape got big, it was word of mouth that started. It was people telling, oh my god, you played this great game, RuneScape. And that's what they need to get back. They need to get confidence in people back to tell other people to play. And that is, the only way to do that is to make the game enjoyable. If they make free to play really enjoyable again, then everyone's going to sign up and find it fun. And then if you find free to play enjoyable and you see what else you can do in members, you'll sign up. That is the simple way to do it. That is how a game should work. You'll pay for the extra if you enjoy it. Not, if you don't become a member, you can't get your 50 coins reward from Squeal of Fortune. Well, that's a bad example because you can get that. Ooh, ancient page. No idea if I've already got this one, but I know this is one of the trim completion requirements, is to get all the ancient pages. Yes, it said copy the scrap of intuition, but I scrapbook. That means I didn't have it. But I'm nowhere near got enough pages. I think you need like 24 or something, and I've only got like 7. But and it's very annoying because you can get the same ones you've already had again. So that is why it's a piss take of a trim completion requirement. Some people will take days and like possibly weeks to get them. It's ridiculous, to be honest. I thought I got another one there. Like, you get this big item drops because of all the myth bars, and you're like, holy shit. And that pissed me off as well. I mean, Steel and Iron Dragons drop 5 bars, and then the Mithril Dragons, which are the same size, if not bigger, drop 3 bars. It's such a scam just because myth bars are worth more. It's pretty funny. But yeah, Jaggers need to improve free to play. I'm not really too sure how they should do this, but they also need to do... I know in the podcast a while ago with RuneShark, we said about giving members free trial. And a lot of people said this already exists, but I've never heard of it. And clearly it's not very well advertised, is it? And Jaggers need to advertise that. That's what they need to do. And they need to advertise on other sites. They just need to advertise more is what they need. Not to do these stupid like things where you get free stuff for signing up. Because what that does is their offers that they do, all it does is encourage the people that are already playing to become a member. And that's the problem. You know, how does that attract new players to the game? All that does is ensure that the people that are already free to play become members. And look at free to play now, it's desolate. Any new player that comes to the game is going to see that empty free to play and think, oh, this game's dead, and leave and never play again. Because there's no one to talk to. You're not going to have any friends if you don't play with friends IRL. But I mean, look, I've got 80 friends there, and most of them I talk to quite a lot. I mean, it's grown quite a lot. I mean, it was a lot less before, and I just add people that I talk to quite a lot. And while I might not talk to a lot of them on RuneScape, I'll talk to them on like IRC and things. And that's what keeps you playing RuneScape, is having good friends. And if you go free to play and it's dead, you're not going to play. Oh, a 662, that's pretty nice. But yeah, they just need improved free to play. I'm not 100% sure how, but it'd be nice if you could post in the comments your suggestions for what they should do to free to play, and I'll have a read through them. Might be a quite interesting read. But yeah, I'm not too sure what they can do. They'd have to just revamp free to play completely, I think. I'd change the tutorial for one, and possibly add more quests to free to play, a few more fun quests, and just get like a free trial with members. I know you said it exists, but they need to advertise it. if they could do a TV ad, they might get quite a few people playing. And I'm not sure if they can afford a TV advert. I'm not sure how much TV adverts even cost. But just one ad, I know you see like World of Warcraft adverts on TV. I know they're a much bigger company, etc. But a RuneScape advert on TV would be pretty awesome. They need to advertise, and they need to get new players playing and get respect for the game back. Hopefully when Botany comes, then there'll be a lot more respect. The fact that the game is not heavily botted and real world traded. And hopefully we can see changes to free to play. I know they said there's no planned updates to free to play, but we know Jagex, they go back on their word all the time. They said the wilderness would never come back, but here it is. So we can only look to the future and see what happens. But I know they've got a huge lot of updates planned for this year. They've said that themselves, that they're going to do quite a lot of cool updates. And hopefully the game can start to improve again. And a lot of people have quit with Squeal of Fortune, but I think we have to agree that it's not going away. If all that hate on the forums did not make them realise that they should get rid of it, then there's nothing we can do. And we're just going to have to live with it. It's not going to affect the game too much, hopefully. But if they start selling gold, the game is going to be doomed. That is when the game would be doomed. And let's hope they're smart enough to not think this. But Squeal of Fortune's here to stay, I'd say, and there's nothing we can do about it. I know quite a few people have quit, but nothing we can do. Hopefully the good updates they do soon will encourage people back. And we got the GMods to thank for that, for putting all the time, hard work and effort into updates. And a lot of the updates lately have, like the last couple of months haven't had too many good updates. But we have the Queen Black Dragon and Hellfight King to come this year, and that should hopefully be awesome, and I know we've probably got quite a few good quests. So I think I'm going to end this video there, guys, and I hope you've enjoyed this little discussion. Please post what you think they should do to free to play in the comments, and also post these suggestions for what boss I should kill and what topics I should discuss during these videos. Chewed bones! Oh my god! Let's see if I get a default helm from that. I'm going to pause the video and not end it now, and I'm going to go and use these chewed bones and see what I get. Right, so to do this you need a magic log, and then you obviously your bones. If you got more than one bones, obviously a corresponding number of magic logs, and you'll have all the tools that you need. Like before you had to bring tools, but now they're all in your tool belts. Perfect. So I just tell you about Barbarian Outpost, and you can run south, and there is these little spaces here where you can construct a pyre site. Let's see if I get a default helm. Watch me get a strength mix potion 2. Bet you. So you just click on here and I'll do it. It should be quite interesting. Go on, get a default helm. Go on, Jagex. Go on, do it. Please. 9 death runes. Come at me, bro. See what I said about shit rewards? See, this takes effort as well. This takes time to go and do. And then it just says, lol at you, wasted your time. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you found this interesting, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video, most likely. But I'm not too sure how many videos I'm going to get out this week, because I am quite busy in real life. So it might be a struggle. I might not get too many videos out, possibly one every 2 days, maybe not even that. So I'm sorry about not having too many videos out this week, but hopefully I'll get as many out as I can. Hopefully get one out on RuneSpan, and I'm probably going to be in the podcast on Tuesday with RuneShark with the webcams, etc. So that's something I look forward to. But other than that, guys, I'll see you later, and thanks for watching.